Comparison is one of the greatest thieves of happiness. The moment you start measuring your life against someone else's, you begin to lose sight of your own blessings, your own journey, and your own purpose. That is why one of the most important lessons you can learn is simple. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Think about it. From the time you were a child, comparison has been planted in your life. At school, you compared grades. At work, you compared salaries. On social media, you compare appearances, vacations, lifestyles. Without even realizing it, you've been trained to measure your worth not by who you are, but by how you rank against someone else. But here's the truth. You were never created to live someone else's life. You were created to live your own. The moment you compare, you trade your uniqueness for envy. You ignore your gifts, your strengths, your progress, and instead focus on what you lack compared to another person. Comparison blinds you. You may have come so far, yet the moment you see someone further ahead, you feel like you've achieved nothing. You may have blessings others only dream of, but comparison convinces you they are not enough. You stop appreciating the value of your own story because you are too busy staring at someone else's. But here's what you must understand. People only show you what they want you to see. The perfect body, the perfect home, the perfect lifestyle, these are highlight reels. Behind the curtain, there may be struggles, insecurities, battles you know nothing about, yet you compare your full story, with all its ups and downs, to their carefully edited snapshot. That's not only unfair, it's destructive. Life is not a race against others. It's a race against yourself. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. Your only goal is to keep moving forward, to keep growing, to keep becoming better than you were before. Imagine a runner on a track who keeps turning his head, constantly watching others. What happens? He stumbles. He loses focus. He falls behind. That's exactly what happens when you compare. You lose momentum in your own race because you're too busy watching theirs. Your journey is unique. Your struggles, your lessons, your timing, none of it is supposed to look like anyone else's. Some people start fast, some start slow, some bloom early, some bloom late. But the beauty of life is that everyone blooms in their own season. The sun doesn't rise at the same time everywhere, but it always rises. And so will you. So stop asking, why am I not there yet? Why don't I have what they have? Why is their life better than mine? Instead, ask, what can I learn? How can I grow? How can I use my own gifts to write my own story? That's when comparison turns into inspiration. That S when someone else's success stops being a threat and starts being proof that success is possible for you too. Now, let's go deeper. Why exactly is comparison so dangerous? Because it steals three of the most valuable things you have: your joy, your confidence, and your time. First, comparison steals your joy. You could have everything you once prayed for, but the moment you see someone with a little more, your joy evaporates. You no longer feel grateful for your blessings because you're focused on theirs. Joy doesn't come from having everything. It comes from appreciating what you have. And comparison destroys that appreciation. Second, comparison steals your confidence. Every time you measure yourself against someone else, you tell yourself you're not good enough. You convince yourself that because they're ahead, you're behind. Because they shine, you're dim. But confidence doesn't come from being better than others. It comes from recognizing your own worth. It comes from realizing you are valuable, even if no one else sees it. Third, comparison steals your time. Think of the hours you've wasted scrolling, comparing, feeling small. Time you could have spent working on your goals, building your skills, improving your life. Every minute spent comparing is a minute stolen from creating. So, how do you break free? First, practice gratitude. Start your mornings by listing 3 things you're thankful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. Second, celebrate progress, not perfection. Look back at where you started and see how far you've come. That's your real measure of success. And third, focus on your lane. Set your goals. Run your race. Stop looking sideways. Remember, everyone's journey is different. Some people are running a 100-meter sprint. Others are running a marathon. Some are climbing mountains. Others are crossing rivers. You can't compare journeys when the destinations are not even the same. And here is the final truth. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. It needs you. Your voice, your story, your strength, your vision. When you stop comparing and start embracing who you are, that's when you truly shine. So don't compare yourself to anyone. Learn from others, yes. Be inspired, yes. But measure your worth only by your growth. Your only competition is who you were yesterday. If you're moving forward, even one step, you are already winning. One day, you'll look back and realize that comparison was a lie. You were never behind. You were always exactly where you needed to be, becoming exactly who you were meant to become. So, run your race, live your life, and remember, the only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. If this message inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational content. Stop comparing, start creating, and live the life only you can live.